countdown. You are live. Struggling with tech again. You know, we did this. We just did this a few days ago, but then trying to remember what in the world we did. So
we're terrible.
We're on a little bit late, but you know, our memories just aren't what they were 20 years ago. What can we say? But we can laugh about it and enjoy life anyway. So we have a really fun show today. Hopefully comments will show up on the side. You guys know we're always experimenting.
I think they all went home.
Maybe they all left, but hopefully someone will be on here. Oh, good. Hello, Patty. First one here. So glad to have you. People that didn't give up and went back. I have a bunch of fun things to do today. I'm just calling this All Things Winter because it is the last time we are looking at things in the holiday catalog, which ends this month. But first,
we got mail.
We've got mail. We have a stack of mail here. So how fun is this?
The name was on the inside.
Kathy Ost, who just stopped by. Oh, look at, okay. Oh, and you know what? These cards worked really well when they were just sitting on there. Look how gorgeous that is.
Show
But I guess you'd rather see the items. Let's switch here to this. Ooh, how pretty is that? And look, this is just all this paper. All these things are on sale, you guys, these dies. And look how lovely the reindeer is done in white. I did a bunch of these cards and I used, I think, soft suede, and I used some designer series paper from the autumn thing. I never did it in white. And that is just absolutely stunning. A white and blue card. That is beautiful. Next, we have from Madalena Stamolis. Oh, and look how pretty that is. Another nice, elegant. You know, on Monday nights, I share card swaps. If you ever wonder what the difference is, on Thursdays, we share cards that you, our viewers, send in, which we just love getting. So twice a week, we get to share cards. I love this layout. And look, this is the stitched rectangle. And look what a simple and elegant layout that is. Just the two strips and then the gone through the embossing folder. Oh, good. You guys are on. Thanks. Oh, and you guys are loving the cards.
Karen,
Tim's trying to be organized.
Let's give them something better to look at until you're ready.
Oh, until I'm ready, because this is a two-person thing.
Yes, it is.
From Carol Heyer. Oh, I just can't believe this set is going away. I love the doves. And notice, again, this isn't stamped. This is just the dies. Oh, so many dies just stand alone. And how lovely is that in the blues? It's a beautiful card.
Carol's family, and she sent the same card. I shouldn't say that, but the same card to your mom.
Oh, good. I know we've got a little collection of cards from my mom, which is really fun. So thank you. I think, and I'm going to miss this stamp set, and I just think it is perfect for baptisms, confirmation, sympathy. So many cards, just a general piece. You know. Okay, Sharon Lynch. Oh, how adorable. Notice how she's paper pieced the hat, the gnomes. These are all just, you guys, these sets are going away. So anyway, it's the last time, but how cute is this? I love how she's stamped the same stamp on the plaid paper, which I will so miss. I'm using this paper today, and cut out the hat. And then she's also used this as an angle up there. Isn't that a great card layout? Ooh, you guys are loving these. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, if we can remember how to do tech, you guys say the tech is better. We really have been struggling with this, but I think we have this down, so it's pretty fun.
Until next week.
Until next week, we'll see. But Bonnie Warhol from Minnesota, and the poinsettias are staying, but you won't get the 10% discount of getting them together. Look how gorgeous that is. And again, this is just the dies. The paper is all leaving, and it is gorgeous paper, and it's on sale. I don't even know what has sold out. I was thinking I should go look, and so I'm not talking about things that have already sold out, but I know things are going quickly. So if there's anything on the list that you're wanting, I will put a link up to my shop, but you'll want to check that out. But isn't that just pretty paper? And that's so pretty on that. Gorgeous cards. Oh, these are so fun. Deanna Villanueva from Michigan. The snowman, thankfully, is staying. And look how fun. She's done it in purple. This is the lavender, which is also in the snowflake paper. How cool is that?
And it's Happy Christmas.
Yes. And which we did decide was English from England and Nepal. There might be other countries too. Those are the two we heard from.
Probably
So
Canada.
that is really cool. I don't know any Canadians here. Do you guys say Happy Christmas more than Merry Christmas? That would be interesting to know. Yeah, paper always looks different when it's on cards. Rhonda says she has to finish deciding before on what to order. That is so true. Oh, how fun. And I just love that there's that touch of purple in that card. Oh,
You got a job. I've got a job.
I have a job. I have a job. I have a job. Oh, another one, Deanna Villanueva again. And I love this. You know what? I wanted to show this side by side with this. Okay. Because look how stunning these both are, and yet different and similar. I just love that about cards, how you can just, your own take just becomes its own thing. But another gorgeous one, we're here, the poinsettias are stamped. So it's like the white ones that you see. So it's stamped in the Sahara sand or whatever color that is and put on. Gorgeous. Luella Otremba. Oh, Marie Otremba. Okay. Oh, fun little sparkle card. And look, this is embossed right down here, right down the center. And then the lovely ribbon over. And it could go either way. That's really fun because you could really put it either way. And it just says sparkle. Lovely. And 2 shades of blue. Gorgeous. Jim Roth from Virginia. Oh, great card. Boy, this is just really fun paper. Isn't that fun? I was just taking a punch, and there is this cute snowman guy was in this paper. And look how cute that is, just layering it. A simple card and as cute as can be. I think that is just adorable. I'm sure he used a punch or a die.
I thought it was just.
But this was from paper. So to see, you just found a size to cut it out with, and then 2 sizes. But he'd have a really perfect cutting if he were able to cut that. Love it. Great card, Jim.
Jim, I was giving you credit for doing really.
Yeah, I should have just said, I'm sure he did. Diane Fidlin from Wisconsin. Oh, beautiful. Oh, and a card that flips this way. How fun is that? And notice how and keep this in mind because we're doing a card that looks like this in a different way today. But do you see how this is cut? And it flaps down.
Open it again.
Oh, so we'll see the whole thing. Isn't that cool? And she can put the words all the way over here because it's covered right here. And then she wrote on the part that's going to be covered. Oh, how fun. It's beautiful. Hilda Peterson from Wisconsin. And look, we've got those reindeer back. And this time they're in black. And I've never done black either. Look how stunning that is. And then we have the evergreen, the 3D evergreen embossing folder, which is staying. I'm thrilled about. And she's done that on vellum paper. So see how that's just a really soft look and then put on green. It's a very soft in the woods look. They look like snow tipped, don't they?
They do. Okay.
Very fun.
They actually show up good on the camera.
And then we have from the Bennings, Carol Benning, the moose is leaving. I don't know what we're going to do without the moose punch. And here we have the moose. And here we have the 3D again. And with color switched over it. Beautiful. Oh, this moose is just, if you don't have the moose punch, you might want it after today. We've had the traveling moose story kind of going on forever here. Yes,
we have. And it's going to continue.
Ellie Spencer. Oh, that is just adorable. It's your classic Z fold, where it's folded in half again. Is that the cutest little stamp? Oh, I think that's fun. Got his ears covered. Oh, that is adorable. Okay. Kathy's saying she never thought about putting the embossing folder through vellum. So yes, I know. Isn't it fun to just see cards and see what people have done? And this one is, got a quick look at names here. Marilyn Durbin. Oh, and this paper. Oh, and she did on inside there. This paper is from the Feels Like Frost, which is also on sale. It is leaving. And look how pretty it is. So this is just designer series paper. You get 2 of these out of, one of the cards. And look at that, adding some snowflakes, a little of the trim, and the designer series paper does all the work. Renee said she's going to buy a couple extra moose punches to have on hand. That's probably what I should do just in case when I loan them out and don't remember what I did with them, that kind of a thing, or I can't find it. Another moose. Oh, the moose wins. How can we say? Karen Smith from Iowa. How cool is this? We've got the trees and we've got the moose. Oh, it's just the mousse is great. And she's just lightly sponged in the back. Very cool. I love that. And then we have Vesta Strebe, just a classic embossed, very simple, but embossed. You know, when you want that stepped up look, isn't that pretty with the violin and the music? And it's just stamped and embossed. And it's a beautiful card. Lovely. Then we have a gift here. Now, I thought there were two gifts.
You dropped it.
I dropped one. We have two gifts. This is from Teresa Courtney in Illinois. And I don't look at things early, so I have to look here. Tim takes a peek at them. Beautiful Christmas card. And I recognize this. This is from one of the paper pumpkins. And isn't that, I mean, those paper pumpkin. Today's the last day to order the one for next month. And it's got bears. It's cute little bears and stuff. I'm sure it's going to be adorable. So if you are thinking about that. And this is, oh, look at a slider box. There we have that evergreen again. And look at her cute little bow. We're going to open this up. Oh, how cute is this?
That is.
Oh, you guys, would this be fun to make and send for kids? And then this is going to be, it's a nativity set to set up. Oh, and look at all the pieces. Okay, I'm going to set it up. Not right now, but I'll show it again next week. Finished, all put together. Love it. Oh, what a cute thing to send. And you can just see how these just have dimensionals in the middle. So there's just the front. You just do a second one that's not colored in. And I assume we're going to just make them as a stand-up. But isn't that a fun idea?
Nice job, Teresa.
And then we have from Idaho, from Janet Frederick here, from Silent Stamping. Tear this off. She also does signing with her videos, which is really cool. Oh, some coffee and tea rugs. Oh, look at that. Oh, tea for me, friends, coffee, make the perfect blend. Oh, we can always use those. We are always.
Fresh and, no, friends and coffee.
Okay, and then we have a fun, I'm going to read, I'll read this afterwards. I'm going to show something though here. Here's that feels like frost paper again. How pretty is that? And then this is the tree of life she's used inside. I'm going to show, this is really cool how she added this. So she added her letter. Do you see it? She's actually got it attached. So it's like kind of a 2-page thing. That's really a fun idea. So if you want to write more and keep it all attached with the card, isn't that a fun idea?
Very cool.
And then we are going to open this. And this is
this from Janet?
Because I read it. Yes. This is, she made, okay, Tim, we need a scissors. Tim's trusty knife that's on it. It's for Tombow, I believe, if I'm right here. She makes her own version of a holder here. So it is.
She has really wrapped that well.
Okay, it is well wrapped. All right. And here is the unveiling. Oh, is that cool? What a great gift. So it's got Idaho. So she's got a little shot glass here of kind of whatever it is. And look at this. The bottom stays in. Oh, how fun is that? We will put up some directions. I'll have her put directions for how she did this. That is so cool. Or send something because I know you guys are going to want to look. But what a fun thing, because you can get something that represents, you know, something meaningful to something. So really awesome. Okay, you guys are liking all these ideas, the writing and this and the nativity. We'll show that up close too. So we have things to show. So that is awesome. I have a couple of announcements before we get started. And by the way, this is I'm going to pay attention. Has anyone sent in a sentence for this? Maybe by Monday we'll have a better sentence. HE4 TFR P2. And if you ever don't know, if you're ever wondering what the host code is, you can always go to KarenTitus.com and it's right there on the right-hand side, the host code. But along the same lines now, if We've sent out a bunch of catalogs and we have more going out. Those of you who have already requested catalogs are going to be getting this. It is a card kit with your catalogs. I'm just going to explain that. A week from today on our live, we're actually going to put these cards together. So if you get this, there's no directions. It's just next. Oh, don't let things drop. It's just next week. Bring it to the live because we're gonna make our cards here, and people say what we did. So that's just an extra little thing I'm putting in the catalogs. So that will be fun. To get the catalogs, I will put up a sign about it, a link again. But again, you can always get them by going to KarenTitus.com, and across the top, one of the choices is free catalogs. If you click on that, that's where we print labels right from that page. So that's why I send you there. And tomorrow night, so many announcements. Oh, the shot glass idea. Yeah, like Paula said, she's from Canada. She's from Canada. And I thought, kind of wherever you're from, I love the hometown idea. And I don't know much about shot glasses, but I bet there's all kinds of little souvenir-y kinds of things. So how fun. Tomorrow night is this weekend is the All Good Cards Club. And this is one of the projects. We're making 4 different little gifts. Look at how cool this is. And it lays flat and it's so easy. And when those 2 months are over, you just retie it, flip it open, and you have the other months.
3 months.
All of the supplies.
3 months.
Yep, 3 months each time. So it's quarters. Yep. Yeah. Okay. All of the supplies are for the 3 different sessions. We meet tomorrow night, twice on Saturday, and you have access forever. So you can go back whenever you want. You can download the PDFs. You can go back and look at things. But what's going to be really fun, so that calendar is one of the ideas. And what's really fun is everyone gets the calendar and the basic layout, but everyone's going to decorate theirs differently. And I think that's just the real fun. You guys know how much I love to see what you are doing. So we're just sharing all of our ideas. This is my host gift for this month. And I showed those the other day. So I'm not going to show them here. Just want to point that out. And before we get started, I do have a lot. We are going to do a live drawing, and it's going to be for people on live, but I'm going to have to post it immediately after. I use this random number generator thing, but I don't know how to do it when I'm on live. So within 5 minutes, Tim, you are responsible for remembering that. I'm going to announce who these go to.
I'm very responsible.
I ordered these. These are the Memories and More for Christmas, and you'll probably use them for next year. But I didn't get around to using them, and I won't use them next year because I'll be using what's current. So I thought, well, I'm going to send them out to someone. And of course, if you have kids, you still might even want to use them this year. But this is what's going out to somebody, and I'm going to post that winner today. And Karen Dixon says she did not get a card. Okay, Tim, true confessions. Okay, Karen Dixon.
Yeah, it's me.
It's
okay.
Okay, here's the deal. Okay, come sit a minute and tell the story before we go on. I will
Karen.
All these Karens in his life.
I sat at one end of the table chatting, and
we had a friend over to help at the opposite end of Tim, and she was doing, there's 5 things that go in, 2 letters, 2 catalogs, and the card kit. She's whipping through those. Tim was doing labels on catalogs, and he thought, oh, I can do that too. He finished what he started doing that. And
so after a pause, I just says, oh, I wonder if I put that in the last one.
And he'd already sealed them. So there may be 3 or 4 of you that didn't get them. And it is his fault. And
it is.
Instead of unsealing them all and looking, which would have been terrible, we just thought, hopefully you guys will say it. So would you please, I think we'll remember, but in case we don't, just message us that you need your card.
Karen Dixon, I don't think we can forget.
And Karen's in Iowa, and we have met in person. So,
yes.
So you know what Tim's like, and he's taking full responsibility.
Full.
And then he didn't do that job again. We found other jobs for him. But now he's back to doing all 5. And I think if you're not talking, if you're not multitasking, you just have your music on and in the zone, I think he's doing okay. But
it's called daydreaming. I'm good at that.
So if we knew there was 1 missing, and we knew there could be 3 or 4. So if that means any of the rest of you, please let us know. And we'll
part of why I didn't take over my family farm, I daydream too much. You can't be a daydreamer and run a dairy farm.
No, so that's good. It's all part of the story, and we just weren't going to undo his work. But anyway, thank you for that.
But Karen, we should have done our work.
Karen,
Okay.
Karen, I hope you still like us anyway. So,
I think she
we
does.
appreciate you. So that's all good. And I wanted to point this out since we're talking about the moose, and we're going to be doing a moose card.
You want to pull it back up so you can see?
Oh, I'll just hold this one.
But Karen, okay, they don't see double, do they?
Oh. No, you mean this?
Yes, that.
It does take two of us.
Okay, you talk. I will hold.
Actually, I'll try to get that out of the way, try to keep things a little bit cleaner. We got this ornament from Donna Griffith, who works at Stampin' Up. She's one of the DDMs, is what she's called. And when we went out for my $1 million trip, we got to spend a day at her house, which was so fun. And this is one of the gifts she made us. And I saw it. And because we're using the moose again, I thought I got to show this one more time. So even if it's for next year, if you've done your things for now, isn't that awesome? And, she put actually the date on, who it's to. I think that is just a wonderful idea. So I had to share that. Now,
Very nice. Thank you, Don.
Patty wants to know what kind of music do you listen to, Tim?
Alternative country or opera or classical
Or folk.
or jazz or folk. I really like.
So, when we were having people over on Mondays to help, we call them the Monday Mavens, we would always laugh because people would come in and we'd always sing, okay, we're all wondering what kind of mood Tim is in today. You could tell by the music that he's
I'm
playing.
gonna switch to the other so you can see us.
Okay. So anyway, so it's just kind of fun, but he sets the stage for whatever he's
I
doing.
do.
And then he always checks with me. If I'm not doing something thoughtful, I like to hear his music. But if I'm trying to write something or something, then he puts in the
Earbuds.
But he has music all the time.
And if Karen says something and I don't hear it,
He just blames the music. Okay.
it's true.
Okay, we're going to get started on a bunch of projects. And this is over in the Back Porch Stampers. We do a thing, and you're all invited over there. So if you haven't joined, come join. But every Friday I put up, and now it's going to be Thursday, so I'm going to announce right here what we're doing. And of course, I forgot to go look up the winner of this last week. So I'll put that on with the winner of the other. Okay. But we have some kind of a topic. Sometimes it's a fold that I did or whatever, because it's that same idea. And it's really how my card classes run too. But I just love seeing a lot of ideas that kind of are around something. So this is going to be the idea for this week. I'm going to make this big. Here's going to be my card. Do you know how sometimes you can make a card and it's really only for one person? It's about something specific and it's just very meaningful. So I'm going to call it a card with a story behind it. And this is what I'm going to tell you a story. And this is a card I'm going to make for one of our sons.
This is for our friends in Colorado.
And I want people, and this never has to be Stampin' Up or anything. It can be whatever you're using. And it could be something you've done in the past or something you're thinking of now. But the challenge is to create a card that really is for one particular person, for one particular reason. You're going to show the card and tell us the story. And I think that is just going to be really fun to see what we can share. It's great for getting to know each other too.
Tell me this story.
So this story was with one of our sons. This is another paper I am going to really miss. We're going to use it again later. But so I've just cut my part of the paper here because this is the background I want. So I want the mountains and the sky. Really, this took place in Minnesota. We don't have mountains like that, but we can take a little liberty, right, with what we do. And then I'm using dies from, I'm using this guy. Do you know what story I'm talking about yet? So here's my snow. You can see it's going to have to do with snowboarding. But here's my story. This is back many years ago. Our son Andres was in junior high and big snowboarder. And one night I was doing classes in winter and you were gone. So I was home alone. I had a table full of women. We were all making things. And I get a call from the ski place saying, your son just broke his collarbone. You can either come pick him up or you can, or we will have to get an ambulance, but he needs to go to the ER. So just like that, we all got up from the table and everybody went home and we didn't have our projects finished. We had to reschedule later. So I just thought, for the sake of memory, this would be a really fun card to send him, just totally flipping out on the thing. And I forgot, I was going to see if we had any words that fit. Otherwise, I'll do something on the computer. I'll think of something funny there to put for words. But I just love this because this is a real story, and it totally even fits into my stamping business. But it is a card I would only make for him, you know. Yeah, show the card, tell the story.
His collarbone is headed towards the ground. So
yeah, so he really did just a nice flip. But and you know, he will open this and he will get it right away because he will know exactly what this is. So anyway, that is the challenge for this week. So I'll explain it better there. But I thought, and your story and your card doesn't need to be winter, doesn't need to be anything, just anything that's very specific to something. It is the stories that we can tell with our cards. And where to post, Rhonda's wondering. So over in the Back Porch Stampers, when this is over later today, so don't post yet. I put a thing, I mark it as an announcement, so it'll stay at the top, and I explain what it is. The first comment will show, or I'll even put my picture in the thing, and then I'll just say comment below. You post right below that, your story and your picture. So we should have a whole string of, 30, 40, 50, whoever. If you notice right now, this last week, I asked for people to post Christmas cards, and it's really fun. You can just go down the list and see so many lovely Christmas cards. So anyway, but if you get it wrong and post it somewhere else, that's okay too.
Do you know how
doesn't really matter.
Split screen so they can watch us talk.
I do. Then you don't see this as much, but maybe that's okay. Should we try it? Because this is kind of narrow. Oh, we'll try that. Okay, we'll try it.
That's not bad.
Okay, here's the next card. But I still think it's easier if I'm stamping.
No,
okay. Oh, Tim wants to be on screen. I love this card. This stamp set is this one. And I just think it's so cute, but I love these two are just my absolute favorite. And I want to talk about this because this is such an easy and quick card layout. And you know what? I think I got the wrong size. There's two smaller ones in that black box there. There's two smaller squares. So and this is a card layout I haven't done for a while, but it's another one I really like. Do you notice how, yeah. Oh, we just have 3 squares right there. Now I made a bunch of these for a card swap, and I'm using that same plaid paper that's disappearing. And what I found after doing a few and the plaids were it didn't give the look I wanted. This is how I fixed it. Just put a little tape on there. So I'm going to do 2 at a time, and it'll stick right on the plaids. So anyway, it was just quick work for doing these. And then we pop them out. The drawings happen on Wednesday. So you have from today through till next Wednesday afternoon when we actually draw things. So I'm giving longer time to do it. So you have time to think about it. We used to do challenges just for the weekend, but when I've kind of switched to this, I wanted to give you a little longer. So you have to say Wednesday at 4. So, and look at this. I actually have the right size in here. I have more. They're multiplying, Tim.
Yes.
But a couple things I just wanted to point out about this. I'm not actually going to make this whole thing. I guess I'm not going to make any of it because I don't have my.
I think split screen is wonderful. You can watch Karen try to figure this out.
I don't know. Well, we'll take feedback on this because this is all a work in progress. And of course, I didn't bring out the black stamp pad, but you don't need to see me stamp. I'm just going to point out a couple of things.
Okay.
So one of them has the frosty, and just notice on that one, it's just stamped towards the bottom. So when you're using a layout like this, so this is how my layout goes. And
I like that saying. Sadly, Frosty's first hot cocoa turned out to be his last.
So it's just a great humorous card. And, and I think it's a fun card to send to anyone. And just these words go down at the bottom. And if you notice, even sadly is off to the side. So it's perfect to just put that right in the little corner there. So this is another fun card layout. So sometimes for a challenge, I'll just do a card layout and just say, we'll do that. But I really want to hear stories about cards this week. So anyway, that is really a fun idea. Next,
So do you have any melting frosty stories.
I just wanted to point out this is what I love doing with this. This is a punch that's also disappearing, and the stamps. But what I did with this, and I just punched out a bunch to have on hand here. And I think like for little stocking stuffers, or if you ever put something little in a card, I thought, look at that. You can just add that right onto a little crafting thing. And I thought that's just a cute little stocking stuffer idea. So not even for a big card, but just to have to put something like a little bow on top.
It is cute.
So can you see it now? Oh, okay. What are we asking for? Can't see what I'm showing. Do you see two screens? Do you guys see two screens or do you not? If you don't see two screens, okay, I'm overruling Tim. You know what? I have control of the camera. So I'm just going to take over control. We can see two screens, but if you guys aren't, I sure don't want to.
Was that everybody?
I don't know.
The people with a real small computer.
Now I'm going to do one more project and then we'll have Tim's project.
Yes.
This is another one that I've shown, I think each year for many times. I've heard about
my project, but I haven't seen it yet.
It's just another thing that I just think a lot of times you need just a last minute kind of thing. If you do things like cookies or meals or food or buns, you know, all these cheap little things from the dollar store, any kind of container. I've done circles, but I had these. And these would be perfect to put in like cookies for the neighbors or something, right? I would put in, since I don't cook or bake, I would put in, we're on a moose theme, so I had to put in a little moose one. I would put in a note saying, have lunch on me or something, and put in a gift card to a restaurant. I think, wouldn't that be a fun gift?
It would be.
So to just decorate it, so anything can go in here. And of course, this would work for birthdays or anytime you're just bringing something. I'm just taking this cover and I'm going to decide which part of this I want to.
Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry, Tim. I missed. You wanted the snowman?
Yes.
Okay, well, let's move.
I just wanted those people. Yeah.
You want the people. Okay. Okay. We'll try to change
now
this.
There's going to be marks on it.
Oh, I know. And you know what? I don't know if your cookies will stand up to that or not. We'll see. And then I'm going to cut that off. And of course, I could have put this on the bottom and gotten 2 out of this. I'm only making 1 out of this, so I'm being generous. And I just picked the part I wanted to see. So this is just tracing around any container you have. Tim, you can talk while I'm focused on.
I'm just fascinated by your ability to cut straight.
I'm not cutting straight. I'm just
doing a lot better than I would ever do.
I'm just going for speed. Okay, we're going to throw that over. And I just think, how cool is this? Now I could tape this on, but I also can just put it on like this. So we're going to just go for really quick and easy here. So I'm going to put this in. This has been sitting around a while. Okay, let me see if I can have that. And now we fold it over. Tim, I'll let you fold that over.
You know what I would do?
Yeah, I don't know what you would do.
I would take a picture, I'd cut it out of a Good Housekeeping or something, a picture of meatloaf, and I'd paste or tape it to the bottom of the empty can.
Yeah, that would work. In the same paper, one of the sheets that's really fun is all of these with words. Some of them are Christmas words and some are not. And so I've taken out of here, from our home to yours, because that's what I just feel like about a cooking thing. And then I took for you with Christmas cheer out of the Sweetest Time stamp set. And then I took one of these and I have the little embellishments. So I thought I would just play with these. So I'm going to look for some dimensionals. Connie is saying upper right corner, put Karen. Oh, also for, are you talking about different settings? We'll have to experiment with this. You know, we kind of learn one thing at a time. So is this being okay? So we're seeing a lot of that, I think is what people are saying. Is this good right here? Okay. So I'm going to put a little house on here. I'm going to take this from our house to yours. And, and this is really quick and easy. And I think this year, it's just fun to get a little something. On our podcast, we were talking about how you could even go around and do deliveries. And like if you have kids, talk about who you might usually see. You could put a bunch of these together, make it a fun event, and go on a delivery thing and put these by doors and ring the doorbell, just see people from afar. Okay, so this is what's going to go on I want to make sure I don't cover I might put it right there over the house. And then I might just add a few of these little things. I'll add some little stars. Starry sky. And I might pop this up. I mean, I could put a larger one of these under if I'm going to get fancier. I could put I might think about adding that before I put it on so it's popped up. But look what a quick and easy decoration that is. And a fun thing. So is this working? We still are trying to get used to this. So I just have to pay attention. You can just move it where they are. Okay. Does that help? The last card, this is for Tim.
Yes.
But of course, it has a story with it too. So I guess we're on story cards today. And I have shown this card many times, and I think this might be the first time that I lost the name. So I don't know who to credit this with, but we just love this. And notice how this card is very similar to the one that we got in the mail today that was turned the other way. How you can cut down and go there.
Space.
Yes. Now I'm doing it. You can either cut it like that, or so I've just taken this idea and I'm gonna do mine like this. Okay, so this is ours. Okay,
it's ours.
I'll start it and then Tim will decorate it. So this is the base, and it's a 1/4 sheet of cardstock. So it is 5 1/2 by 4 1/4. This is 2 1/4 inches by 11 inches, scored in half at 5 1/2. And I am going to put that on right here. So my card's going to open like this. Okay. And then I'm going to put this in the middle. This is 5 1/4 by 4. So far it's looking a lot like hers. I'm not going to mess with the ribbon. And I'm going to take another one of the plaids. I'm using the Cajun Craze. So I'm taking, let's see, did I cut that narrow enough? Yep, I did. So this would be 2 inches by 5 1/4. And then this is the layout. So this is how the card goes. And now Tim is going to decorate this. And this comes from, I'm going to even put tape on things. I'm going to help you out. And you're going to put it where you want.
That is so nice.
I was talking with Diane Little yesterday. So if she's on the call, she was ordering the moose punch and we were talking about it. And she told me she was using it because she had taken a bunch of the advice from a moose, all those sayings, and had made postcards and put that on. So Diane, thank you for the idea. And I thought, let's turn this card into that and have some fun. So I looked up advice from a moose and I had Tim pick out his top 3 things. So that's what's going to go on this card. Okay. So you can go ahead.
We had a classmate in high school named Moose.
And at some point you're going to leave room for a moose. So wherever you want your moose to be.
Advice from a moose. Okay.
But your moose could be walking on top too. Could be walking the line. Who knows? It could be anything you want.
I'm so bad at this.
Okay. It is. Okay. And there you have lines and the built-in plaid.
It's probably still crooked. There you go.
Okay. And so here are 3
we have a new
that he picked.
Here.
Yes.
It's right to left.
So this is advice.
Advice. Spending time in the woods.
So now we'll open it. And now you can probably just put it anywhere across the bottom. Okay. Spend time in the woods. I like that one. Yep. Whoa, I'm dropping one. I am dropping one. Oh, and then I dropped something else doing that.
Okay.
But isn't this a cute idea? I'm not sure it's going to go to. Here's the next words of wisdom.
Okay, so How many am I going to?
3.
Okay, so is that the third one?
This would be second. No, 3 words of advice.
Okay.
It's 3 things.
Advice
Do you remember what
from a moose?
Did you remember what the third one is?
Eat plenty of greens.
Okay,
I like
eat plenty of greens. Yes.
Yes,
You
I
like
helped
that
pick
one?
these out. I
That's
like
why.
these.
Yes, he said he picked the ones out because there were a few to decide from. And do you remember what the third one was? All right.
Okay. It's okay to be a little wild.
Isn't that a fun card?
This is good advice. I think it's really good.
So now, what do you think the card is missing?
I think it's missing the moose.
And where are you going to find a moose?
Oh, look,
There are all the moose still across
there's our meese.
from our traveling moose.
And we're going to not pick the obvious one.
Thanks, you guys that have shared. That is just wonderful.
Okay, here we go.
Okay. Okay. And it's right on there. So where are you going to put the moose? Do you want me to
Why don't I?
attach it? Yeah. Walking right up there would be fabulous.
I could have a little walking on a ledge.
But you do want the card to open.
Oh, okay.
Okay. There you
Okay.
go.
That's not going to work.
It could look like it's on the ledge if you put
Whoa.
it there, you know?
Okay, a second. It's going to get stuck.
And you know, there's all kinds of these advice from all kinds of things. So I just thought this is just really a fun idea to just do something a little clever. So that is awesome. I think that is just really a fun
Sweet.
card. Isn't that great?
It
And then
is.
you can still write down here. I did add this. If, you know, you can just add another piece of white if it's too hard to write on the folder part.
Yes.
But thought that is just kind of a fun, and it kind of is advice. It's things that you would like to tell someone.
Yes.
So thanks. Remember all the fun things that are going on now. And we have, let me know if you have any questions. This has been really fun. This is kind of our wrap up. And be sure to let us know if you need a catalog. Tim would love to count the 5 pieces and make sure he gets them all in.
All of them.
While
Karen
he's
Dixon.
listening to music, thinking about you.
I am. I will send that out today.
And I am going to put up within 5 minutes, I will post the winner of this and the winner of the weekly challenge over in the Back Porch Stampers. So come join us there. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for the gifts. Thanks for all the cards.
And do you know what?
What?
You don't have to go around to turn this off anymore. So you aren't
Seriously.
going to be able to just
I don't-
tell me to keep talking because
Keep
I
talking.
have the control.
Okay, any more
Bye,
comments?
everyone. We love you.
Bye.